Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ATR's War Bedlam Media's premier wrestling podcast covering AEW to WWE. I'm Sam the SLB, future governor of NXT and co-host of ATR's War and ATR Rising Sun. Alongside me today is the man behind X Wrestling's Nostradamus, Scott.
Ethan, I'm sorry, but like Megan Keller sending the women's Canadian hockey team home crying today, we're going to be sending the ice in wrestling community home crying as well. We got plenty of stuff to talk about today. So, yeah, let's get this going.
Well, as well as the third man, the man in black, the main recipient and beneficiary of the Clone Ethan 2026 campaign, and my co-host from ATR Rising Sun and current Bedlam Media champion. I don't think that's long enough. Ethan.
It is long enough. And honestly, Scott, I'm not even mad because we were fucking winning. And then they blew it. But yeah, move on.
And rounding out the cast, joining us once again above the rings ambassador of the IWC, the man with all the stats, John, the stat man.
Oh, I was waiting for a nickname this week.
The anti-Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, anti-Uncle Dave.
Auntie Dave, Auntie Dave. Yeah, I will come up with something clever. I've been using the ambassador of the IWC, and you know what? Maybe it is time to switch that up. Maybe it's time for a new era.
Oh,
Jesus, the media.
Drink, boys, drink.
Here.
Oh, well, that came fit.
Anyway, guys, before we begin, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We have a Discord. Next week is our February live show, 7 p.m. Eastern. It works out because it's not a pick show, but it's another big pay-per-view, Elimination Chamber. We will be talking about it live. Join the chats. 7 p.m. Eastern. Assuming all of us will be there. Never know who might pop in, who might not pop in. That chat is always rowdy too, so join the fun.
dear Lord.
I don't even know where to start this week because we were just talking about this, and there's a lot of little things, but there's nothing big that sticks out this week. You know what we're going to do? We're going to quickly go to Grand Slam. We're going to go through this list quickly. So, Ethan, I'm going to make you go through this list. Make you. At gunpoint. You're going to go through this list. You're going to tell us the results. You're going to give us our Ethan picks.
Okay, man. God, take it easy.
We're just picking up poor Ethan today.
Well, to be fair, the women's hockey, it's okay, Scott.
He's still upset.
Yes, leave it. I gotta be Canadian, but the men will fucking win the gold.
Oh, well, we'll see. We'll see if I get to eat some crow. Come
Somebody's eating crow. Somebody's eating crow. It stings, Scott. You couldn't wait one day, brother.
To be honest, I told the boys before you came on today, I said I got a line for Ethan for our intro, so this is going to be fun.
I can't wait to hear fucking Bruins lose.
Rude, sir.
No, that's for seat. What was I talking about? Oh, Grand Slam. So Moxley first to catch for Kanoto goes to a 20-minute time of draw. Ethan pick. Babes for Raff retain the women's tag titles or Mega Bad pin out before Mega Bane, 11 minutes 6 seconds. We got a new sign by the way, Lena Cross, and she is. If you ever seen her work, she's really good in the ring. So
nice.
Another Ethan pick. Him and Page defeating Andre El Idolo. They get a shot at the world title at Revolution at 16 and a half minutes. Honestly, it's a hot take. That actually could have used 5 more minutes. Mixed tag team hair match. The loser of the fall has to get their head shaved, which, let's be honest, we know who that was going to be. Orange Cassidy, Tony Storm defeat Mir Shafir. We're Yuta 11 27 seconds. Fucking Yuta's mop head finally got shaved. Kyle Fletcher defeating Mark Briscoe in a ladder match for the TT title 16 minutes. And MJF retains the world title over Brody King at 21 minutes and 37 seconds. Ethan picks or the Kano title in Page and Andrade El Idolo. Kano title match 8-0-10. Women's tag title match 6-0-10. Page Roger 9-0-10. The mixed tag match 5-0-10. And the world title and ladder match are both 7-0-10.
Was this within a 2-hour block?
2.5.
So what a AEW pay-per-view should be. 6 matches within 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
By the way, Kyle Fletcher has a pink TNT title belt. Not gonna lie, Bret Hart would be mad back in the 90s.
No, the only thing that makes Bret mad from the 90s is a man named Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.
Anybody?
Seth Rollins.
Since you mentioned his name, he's going to rate our podcast a 4 out of 10 today.
Say
okay.
his name and he appears. I hate Bill Goldberg.
Well done, sir. Well,
We-
you
I
broke
feel-
even.
I broke the Ethan scale. And Ethan. Man. All right. So following that, like we said, Elimination Chamber's coming up. We just got announcements for our next couple of our shows in May for WWE and AEW. Obviously, Backlash tickets are going on sale in Tampa. I'm still debating because I don't want to put a lien on my house to get tickets for that.
Right.
Clash in Italy is happening at the end of the month.
Mhm.
It's funny because I feel 7 or 8 years ago when they started doing the Saudi shows, you'd be like, oh man, they're going overseas. This is going to be so whatever. Now, anytime there's an overseas show, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're out of the States. Nice.
Right? Exactly. Because the crowds appreciate them out there.
Mm-hmm. Good. Nothing much to say about that. You know, they'll probably do better ticket sales than WrestleMania is doing.
You should stay New Orleans, Triple H.
Right?
And then last but not least, May 24th, coming back to the East Coast, Double or Nothing. And when I mean back to the East Coast, it's the first one since COVID 2021, back in Jacksonville. Real weird they're doing it in Queens. I figure they would have done it with a more casino-themed area.
Atlantic City.
That's it. Right, exactly. Atlantic City is literally right there. You could have
Or-
gone, what, an hour south, and you're in Atlantic City.
Or 2 hours north, and you could have gone to Uncasville, Connecticut.
That's true. Go Foxwoods.
You know, the only thing in Uncasville, Connecticut is Foxwoods and Mohegan. And that's it.
Yep, pretty much.
But I don't know how big this venue is. But regardless, we do have
It's-
those.
Do you know that Arthur Ashe Stadium?
Mhm.
A little smaller.
Okay.
Got it. All right. So, with that being said, let us get into this first story. John, you were just telling us about John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, isn't it very strange that it seems like he's like kind of like a whack-a-mole. He tries to pop his head out every now and again, see if people remember. And this was horrible timing too, because I think also in the news, Janelle Grant also said she's going to be making some public statements, her first, I think, ever. And then all of a sudden, John Laurinaitis pops his head and said he's going to be making an appearance with, I was surprised to see this, like big time wrestling, some convention in, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Chillicothe, Ohio, in March or something like that. And he did a video promoting on March 14th and everything like that. And I don't know if he's still booked on that, but I think there's a lot of negativity with him still. And that was stupid, I think, to even attempt it with what's going on.
Yeah, I see people who've done less be out of the industry for longer.
Mm.
You know, whether you want, depending on how you feel about, let's say, Marty Scurll or Joey Ryan, they're almost non-existent in the industry.
Yep.
Whereas I don't know why Laurinaitis, or even at times Vince, thinks that they're going to pop their head in and make a big splash again, pal.
See, Vince McMahon, I feel like even with what's happening with him, I feel like there is always a possibility with him to make some sort of comeback.
Mm.
I think it's entirely possible, even given what he's got going on right now.
I think it depends on what happens with the lawsuit. If it goes to a public trial or a private one, I feel like once that's settled, I think you're 100% correct. I think Vince is going to try to make some type of splash and try to get back into the business.
Yeah.
But
You know where he's gonna be? In that big old crate box.
Oh my God. That's right. That's another thing we could talk about. What's in the box?
Doink the clown.
I also think too with the Laurinaitis thing, I thought it was dumb because I think we're in a highly sensitive time right now with all the news and stuff surrounding a certain island right now.
Yeah.
And I think people are very up in arms about what's happening there. And I think the Laurinaitis stuff is kind of similar to what was. So I think it was a very dumb move. And I'm very surprised that somebody as notable as Big Time Wrestling even attempted to do that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he knew somebody who he was friends with, and they were probably like, "Oh yeah, we can get you on there." And then somebody said something like, "This is a bad idea."
It's like you just know that people are gonna go up to him and just lay into him, and it's like you're gonna. I feel like it's no. Say, oh no PR is bad PR. No, this could be very bad PR.
If somebody wasn't going to go up to him and punch him in the face, I think somebody at the least would probably ream him out for the stuff that's happening. Yeah,
They're gonna pay for a meet and greet, just yell at him or throw hands.
Yeah.
One, two, or both.
Yeah, or both. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you better get lots and lots of security guards if you don't want that to happen.
I mean, this could be another way to get people power over again.
He might need that people power scooter after all.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
Yeah, well, if we want to talk about bad ideas and bad ticket sales, well, let's jump over then to the WrestleMania 42 debacle. How many of you guys have read the articles on the ticket sales?
I briefly looked over them. I think they're down. What was it, like 20-something% from last year's?
Yeah. So this is Yahoo Sports. According to WrestleTix, WWE has sold just over 37,000 tickets for each of the two upcoming nights in WrestleMania in April. That's 10,000 fewer than this time last year when they ran the exact same venue and went to draw a crowd of 60,000 on both nights. From my understanding, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, the ticket sales are through the roof this year compared to previous years.
Price-wise, yes.
Yes.
It's insane.
Not just because of inflation, from my understanding.
Yeah. I mean, there's inflation, obviously, yes. But, like, I looked over, I saw this article, I think, either yesterday or briefly today, where it talked about, like, the changes in prices over, like, the last 5 WrestleManias for, like, the cheapest seats. And I think like 5 years ago, like the cheapest seats were somewhere in like the upper hundreds, and it's gone up now to like 600 plus for like the nosebleed seats. Like even when we went at 40, yeah, we paid pretty much what the thing was, but it was just like, I'm glad we went then because there's no way in hell we'd be able to be able to go now and be able to be like, why? Like Jesus.
I don't even know how we would fund who. I don't even know what do you think prices continue to go up like this?
Honestly, I feel like they'll continue to go up until people stop showing up. That's the only way that they're going to learn that they can't do this.
Yeah, I think with the way TKO seems to be running things right now, I think they're just going to be jacking up the price until they can't anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like there's no ceiling for this right now for them.
They're pushing for what they're calling UFC ticket prices because UFC's pulling in all this money and people are still going, but the way Vince ran WWE, and they've said this all, that, he focused more on family. And I did appreciate that because tickets were cheaper and you got good quality television. Now the quality is still pretty good, but it's not worth paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars more for the same, amount of time. It's not. It's just not worth it anymore.
Nope. All that's gonna be there is the green shirt guy.
Oh yeah, he probably gets comp tickets anyway. So
That's all that's gonna be. But it's too much money. Like
it's like the priority passes that they have for these big events. People are paying tens of thousands of dollars to do this. Like, I understand, yes, you get all this special access, you get to walk down the ramp. That's all cool stuff, and that's great. But I'm sorry, that's like you got to remortgage your house to do this. Is it really honestly worth that much money? And if it is for some people, then that's great. I love that for you. But for the average person, come on.
I'll sit at home.
Right? You can watch it for. I can't even get low price of $9.99 for the WWE Network anymore. Now, for most people, you got to pay $30 a month for ESPN.
This is where I think, even though I don't watch the product anymore, I think this is where AEW should try to take advantage of this by somehow marketing themselves as the more affordable option. Hey, you don't have to go spend it, your whole entire life savings over at the other company. If you want to watch affordable quality wrestling, we're right here. They should really try to figure out a way to do that, to get people to, because it would make a good point. It's like, yeah, like they're charging a ton of money over here, but look what we got going on here instead.
Completely agree. And sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you, but when you said affordable wrestling, I imagined Tony Khan in like front of an old camera from like the 90s in like a car lot. We got cheap, affordable wrestling. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. It don't matter. Come on down to AEW in Jacksonville, Florida. We got the wrestling for you.
I bet you could probably, if there wasn't a copyright thing right now, you could probably put that into like Sora AI and make that.
Oh God.
That's all I imagined in my head. But no, you're absolutely right. Because even let's look at Backlash, because I made the joke at the beginning about Backlash. I think pre-sale tickets are happening.
For an arm and leg of $2,000.
Well, remember when Saturday's Main Event was here last year, I was going to go to it, but it was like $250 for the nosebleeds in a college arena. The England Center's a college arena.
Mm-hmm.
This is here, I think, at it was the Amelie.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull up Ticketmaster right now.
You know what the sad part is? I guarantee you go to an NHL game or AEW thing for way cheaper than WWE.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
Tickets, important event info is literally on the top there. Tickets purchased at the 3,000, 1,000 price level floor sections 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 will sit with one commemorative Backlash chair during the event. And we'll able to take one chair home at the event with a valid ticket with that seat.
That is one thing I'd like to do, but I should have capitalized on that years ago. Because now I'm like, I don't want to pay 4 figures for a seat.
Yeah.
Time to remortgage my house like 6 times.
Right? And then maybe Ethan, you can sit in the nosebleeds.
I'm okay.
Everything's so expensive.
It is everything. Everything's so expensive.
John, did you have it pulled up? Because I do have it pulled up.
Yeah, well, I have WrestleMania. I have the Saturday pulled up for WrestleMania at Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas, Nevada, Saturday, April 18th. The first one I see is section 407, $200.
Not too.
That actually isn't too bad. I mean, it's a football stadium, so I mean, obviously everything's gonna be tiny. You're gonna be watching the Titantrons anyways, but still.
Yeah, well, let's go back to the Benchmark International Arena. So formerly the Amelie Arena down here in Tampa. The cheapest tickets are on the corner section, $120.95.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad. But again, who knows? I know John showed me a trick
Let me
years ago.
find. All right. Section A4, which is the section literally on the floor, right? I don't know if it's hard cam side, but it's on the floor right next to the ring. $2,500.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Wait, 500 for what?
For floor seats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that. Add tax and fees and shit, you're probably looking at about $3,000
Yep.
or 3,100.
Yeah.
Now,
You're doing two tickets for this. You're paying well over $5,000 on top of the concessions at Allegiant Stadium, which I'm sure are up there, and
You're also
then
in Vegas.
hotel and airfare for Las Vegas. Yeah. So
I guarantee I'd go to Collective for GCW and probably pay cheaper than WrestleMania combined.
Well, yeah, you probably can do a year's worth of GCW and
Well,
probably spend less than you would to go
don't
to
know.
WrestleMania.
On the topic, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but did you see this blackout that they're issuing, that WWE TKO kind of issued in the Las Vegas area,
Mhm.
where
The watch alongs, yeah.
where the surrounding bars and restaurants and stuff like that can't show WrestleMania.
Yep.
Like, you have to go to the stadium to see it if you're in like that radius. I'm like, good Lord. Like,
Yeah, what was it, like a 50-mile radius?
something like that. Yeah.
Well, a lot of them want to pay the licensing fee, but they're like, nope.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to go over with people.
Probably not so well.
Okay, so I can kind of right now, maybe I can make an argument because they're not selling tickets. However, if they were to sell out and they did that, I think that caused a huge problem.
Absolutely.
You know,
Part of me wonders if this is just like a marketing ploy where it's like, oh no, that you have to buy tickets to see the show, and then once they get higher up, then they'll be like, oh, it's fine, everybody can watch it now. But those people have already paid for the tickets, so they already roped them in.
that is my thoughts as well. I'm wondering if they're doing it on purpose to get people to be buying tickets.
Right.
Yep.
Because I know I've gotten like that at times where I'm like, I could go to this. I don't know if I want to spend that money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, a lot of people wait last minute too, right?
Because normally when you wait last minute, the tickets are cheaper because they want to fill it up.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for most sports stadiums too. If you wait till the last minute, you'll probably get a cheap ticket because they want people to be in the seats.
Concerts too. Yep. Works the same. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah. I guess we'll keep an eye on it. We're not going to Vegas anytime soon. No, we'll be going to Saudi Arabia in the coming year.
I was already there.
All right. Well, man, we are like running low on topics today. This is like the lowest we've. Let's see. Oh yeah. So I wanted to talk about this because I thought this was interesting. Ethan, I had texted you, and I think Scott, I might have texted you. Who the fuck thought it was a good idea to have Swerve Strickland taking on Kenny Omega in the main event at Dynamite this week?
Kenny Omega.
On free TV.
Hey, we didn't have to pay for it, boys. I take it as a win.
I was actually shocked because I was just telling, who was I talking to? I was talking to one of you guys.
Me.
Was I talking to oh my gosh.
This was actually on our Discord. And
I was also talking to Mark. Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Our good friend Mark saying that Tony Khan is a what did he call him? A
benevolent leader.
Yes.
But apparently the reason why they did the match and the post stuff after, because I guess Kenny's got to go to Japan for some Street Fighter competition, and it runs up to things like the day before Revolution. So,
Okay. That makes sense. I was just shocked because I feel like those are two of the biggest stars in the comp. I would say if you were to take like a top 10, they're in the top 10.
they're in the top 10.
Two of your money makers there. And I was just shocked. I'm like, wait a minute, why are these two main event and a Dynamite?
See, if Kenny didn't have that thing going on, I think they would have did a fucky finish last night and then do the rematch at Revolution where the winner goes to Dynasty, which is in Vancouver. You give it to Omega there.
Booking. You're doing some mad booking right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
better what Tony Khan's doing.
You know what? It's been up and down. It's been up and down. This is what I'll say, at least with the Dynamite product, because we've been focusing a lot on the WWE because we're on the road to WrestleMania, which nobody can afford. It's been up and down. Like the Dynamite before Grand Slam was really good, and this one was all right. It was good, but it wasn't like great. Is that a good assumption?
It's a good assumption. It's a good assumption. WWE's been kind of same, but a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, some of the stories are really good. The unfortunate injuries to some wrestlers really kind of sidetracks a lot of stuff. I do enjoy the fact that they're continuing to do like the Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. So it's you see new stories starting to develop from that. There's lots of potential rumors for stuff, but of course we'll get into a lot more of that next week when we do our live show. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I saw somebody post this on social media, and I kind of agree with it. But of course, we say this every year. This road to WrestleMania doesn't really feel like it's hitting like other years have. But I don't know.
I've been disappointed with it so far.
It's weird. Like, people have said this too, and I kind of laugh because, you know, Sam and I got to see this. Like everybody's like, oh, WrestleMania, WWE peaked at WrestleMania 40, and ever since then it's kind of like fallen off a lot. And I don't know if I agree with a lot, but it definitely isn't nearly as strong as it was then, because that like final 5 minutes of that title match was just like, come on.
I don't know if it has to do. I don't know if it has to do with this is just my personal opinion, that the fact that they're running it in Las Vegas again, which that's back to back has never happened before in the same place. So I'm wondering if that has something to do with it a little bit.
That's probably a good chunk of it. That's back to back, right?
Well, I mean, they did do it before, and I think Sam was about to jump on that too. What was it? Like WrestleMania, like what, 4 and 5?
Oh, 4 and 5.
Yeah, when they were in Atlantic City. Yeah.
Okay.
So this isn't the first time it's happened, but I mean, that was also WrestleMania 4 and 5 compared to, 41 and 42, which is much larger in both production scale and fans that are there. So it's like, I feel like a lot of people have a bad taste left in their mouth because of what they did to New Orleans. Like, New Orleans was primed and ready for it. They made the announcement this was going to be a great thing. And then all of a sudden they're just like, bait switch, just kidding, we're going back to Vegas. And then they make the decision to go to Saudi. And again, I know a lot of people, it's all controversial because it's Saudi Arabia. But honestly, I feel like England should have gotten this first.
Yes.
Ireland, Scotland probably should have gotten this first. Hell, even countries like Germany, Italy, like anywhere else in Europe probably should have gotten this first, because they've had more of an exposure to WWE's history. But it goes to where everybody has the blood money. They always call it. So it's pissing a lot of people off. And this the Rumble, what did everybody say? Is there anybody in the crowd? Because of how they built the stadium and how the lights, where you couldn't really see anything. I don't know if the sound wasn't jacked up all the way, but it did sound a little quiet at times. And I don't know, people just don't like a lot of the way the crowds respond over there. So I feel like they're tripping over their own feet, and they're trying to make smart financial decisions to make them more money, but they're alienating their fans and people who deserved to get Mania first. I feel like they've earned it before Saudi Arabia did.
Do you think they shoot themselves in the foot going into 43?
I feel like they already have. Taking it out of New Orleans was the first shot into their own foot.
Well, I'm thinking even so, let's look at the ticket sales right now. We're looking at below ticket sales for Vegas. This is Vegas, so people are going to be in the States. People want to go to Vegas. Granted, also pricey.
Prices went up from last year. And last year's prices, we complained about that last year when we were talking about Road to WrestleMania stuff. And it's even higher now.
And I know Saudi's up and coming, but like that's going to be a pricey trip. The flight is like probably just as expensive, if not more expensive than the tickets.
Yeah. But I mean, you can make the same argument from anybody flying over from England or anybody flying over from anywhere else in the country. The flight,
fair.
You can that's kind of, you can write that off either way. But there's the cultural differences. There's there's a lot of other things that may make people more uncomfortable and be like, I'm not going to go. So,
yeah.
You're not even going to get the collective next year in Saudi for GCW.
That's another thing. Like, what's going to happen with all of the, all of the smaller the smaller wrestling companies that they always hyper focus on the area where WrestleMania is for the whole week. Most like bigger fans of wrestling, they go to wherever WrestleMania is, but they go the Wednesday before and they stay until probably Tuesday or Wednesday afterwards because there's stuff to do every single day outside of wherever they are.
Yep.
There's always wrestling to watch. There's always conventions to go to. There's always, meet and greets. There's always, if you're not even going to WWE World, there's WrestleCon. There's tons of stuff. All of these other wrestling companies come out of the woodwork and have a show during WrestleMania week. Are they going to be able to do that over there? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But it probably won't be nearly as fun. Because again, there's differences in how they do things over there.
It's not about fun, Scott. It's never been about fun.
It's true. It's always about money.
The only thing I know about that Saudi Mania is that it's early in the day.
I mean, that's true. Having a 2 p.m. WrestleMania start time for East Coast and 3 o'clock for Ethan, but still, I mean, yes, that is one good thing. But other than that, it's
gonna feel weird because it's gonna be like 8 o'clock. It's like WrestleMania. Oh, that's right. I watched it 4 hours ago.
Yep.
But
yeah, having WrestleMania be over by dinner time, it's like, what?
What am I doing for the rest of the night?
Yeah, exactly. That'll be very strange.
Yeah,
that's one thing I kind of hate about the afternoon show. It's nice, but at the same time, it's like, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah, when the Royal Rumble when it ended, my friend and I were leaving the movie theater. We're like, it's 6-7 o'clock.
Yeah, right.
Well, for me, I had hockey, but that's one thing. But like, if I don't have a hockey night, it's like, do.
Mm-hmm.
What's everybody doing right now?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll be keeping an eye on that because AEW gets mocked a lot for their ticket sales going down, and they've been all right, But man, I don't know. There's something about. I want to be optimistic, but there's something about this that don't feel right.
Nope, it's not passing the smell test.
Mm-mm. And I've never said that with WWE. Usually, we're just like, I don't want to. It's usually I don't care about what's going on.
Right.
And they're going to just they're going to cap out anyways. This time, I'm just like, this is just not.
Yep.
The only match for me I'm excited for so far is Punk and Roman. That's really it.
And even that, I've seen a lot of blowback on it.
Yeah.
People were just like, why is Roman back in the main event?
Breaking his own record, by the way.
Oh, yeah, of course. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of negativity about this Road to Mania, and
I haven't been. No.
Yeah. So
besides that Roman Punk promo, that's pretty much all I've been.
That was really good. Yes, the promos have been great. I love what they're actually doing with Finn, even though I know he's not going to win at Chamber, but it's nice to see him get his flowers a little bit and get more of a main event spotlight. Did
you see what he tweeted, by the way?
Which thing? He's been tweeting a lot recently.
Fair. So for people who missed it, when Punk threw the microphone at him, Balor took the clip from him and he wore balls to steel. I'm like,
I did see that.
I'm
yeah.
glad he brought his theme song back. By the way, he said
Yeah.
that's back for good now.
Yep. As
Gotcha.
much as I actually really enjoyed his Judgment Day version of the theme, his original one is it's perfect.
All right, I'm gonna fancy book from it. If the Chambers are not main event, no pun intended, I can see Punk and Balor main event. Punk wins, and then Judgment Day turns on him, and then we set up Balor and Dom for the Intercontinental title.
I mean, I would not hate that at all.
Excuse me. Well, because on Monday they wanted to go after Punk, but Balor pushed him back. Well, Dom did really. It was more JD, but by the way, I'm glad JD's back.
I was gonna say it's nice to see JD back too. So,
and then Penta's number one contender. But if they don't do the Balor match, I think Penta. But we've seen that. I feel like it's great. You know, Groundhog Day. It's the same shit. Because like with the women's chamber, we don't even know what title because Liv still hasn't made up her fucking mind yet.
Right.
Well, we know what title she's going for. Let's just be honest.
Yes. Yep.
So yeah.
All right. Well, wow, we got a quiet night. It's wild because half the time when we do these shows, we're like pouring with information.
You know who won't be at Elimination Chamber?
What a segue.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
All right.
Y2J. Oh, Y2J will not be there. I don't think.
Yeah, that is
right
true.
now, that's right now.
Yeah, I think we saw it was from Fightful saying that Jericho's AEW contract was frozen when he went on tour with Fozzy. So
I was like, God damn it. I'm like, it took us this long to find out it was frozen.
I know. John's been looking forward to Jericho come back for since the Rumble. And probably before that. But yeah, so it doesn't look like.
Well, to be fair, me and John both had Jericho come back at the Rumble. So.
That's true. That is true.
No, you know who's in the box? Evil.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't do that to me. I will do horrible things.
I know. I hate
that.
myself.
Is true. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Anybody see 7? What's in the box?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dick in the box.
Hey. Easy.
But there's
oh my gosh. This is what I'm going to say right now, Ethan. I would take the return of the gobbledygooker over Evil showing up. Because I know he's going to pull his House of Torture BS.
No, Sam, his name's going to be good. Come on.
No, it's probably going to be it's going to be irritated. So
depression. No, but I don't know. Yeah, because it's funny because everyone's like, "Oh, it's Jericho," and then they're like, "Fightful's like, hold my beer. I got some breaking news for you."
Just kidding, folks.
And I was like, "No, it's not. No, it's not."
Was it because everybody? Well, because it's weird how they came back from commercial from Raw, and they're like, "Hey, it's a box," and then this guy named Eli's like, and Pierce's like, "What is it?" And he's like, "I don't know."
It's a box.
It's a box.
It's gonna be another puppy in the box, like the one that Undertaker found that one time. Is similar.
At least it wasn't 2 boxes.
You know what? I got to put this out in the ether now. If Chris Jericho really just extends his contract to AEW and he decides to come back at some point, I think he purposely needs to do a gimmick where he was like frozen in time in a box when he comes back.
The frozen wizard, Chris Jericho. The frost wizard.
This isn't where I was supposed to end up.
I'm trying to remember. How did Jericho go out in his last WWE? Was he fired?
He was. Oh, his last WWE one. I have no idea.
I told you you're AEW, Scott.
No, it's WWE. Like, how did he leave? Like going off of what Sam just said about getting frozen in the box.
I know he lost to Owens for the US title. He went to do then payback. He won it back. Basically, he was doing the US title thing, and then he left. Then he came back for like one night, and then he's been doing Fozzy stuff. And then we got the iconic Jericho Mega match later.
Is this correct? Chris Jericho's last WWE appearance was at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh yes, he was in that 50-man Rumble. That's right.
He entered as the 50th and final man before where he notably confronted Kevin Owens before being eliminated by Braun Strowman.
Yeah, because remember that show, he was supposed to face Taker in the casket match, and then went to Rusev, back to Jericho, and then back to Rusev.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow.
Because I remember
brother.
his pre-AEW interview, or like around the time he got signed, he was like, yeah, I was texting Vince and Vince wasn't getting back to me on anything. And he goes, I'm going to go to Japan and do this thing with this other dude. He's like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, then he came back during Raw 25. Because remember he had that thing with Elias? With the guitar. In the list.
I mean, I know he's still around as Elijah in TNA, but I just miss the Elias gimmick in WWE. And then the stuff with Owens was just like...
Do you miss the Ezekiel gimmick?
It's so good, man. Just...
You ever notice? I love how it's just once. It's like Elias Hampson, Elias, Ezekiel, Elijah.
Yep.
What's next? Evan?
I mean, we're still walking. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
He's having a match, but as we're recording this for himself, in a guitar case casket match. Yes, that's a real stipulation, by the way. I am not joking. But I don't know. But he might come. Well, the reason why people are saying that is because besides the contract, because the Chamber's in Chicago, and that's where Jericho debuted. WWE. So.
Yep.
By the way, speaking of.
It was my hope because sorry, it's okay. It's because the Fozzy tour is over soon, so and then Fightful put out that stuff. Like, God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
They've been wrong a couple times. He might still show up.
Yeah,
you never know.
Break the box down.
No, God, get out, get out.
The only appreciation I have for Fightful is when they correct Uncle Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not even correct. They just call out his bullshit.
Yep.
Okay, can I talk about that? I got to talk about Dave Meltzer for a second. Sorry, John. So did you see that whole article where he was talking the whole WBD thing with Brody King?
Yes.
The whole so. Everybody knows the whole fuck ice chance. That's whatever. Because Brody was going to Australia because he was on. Everybody's like, oh, Dave reported it was WBD, and then Sean said that no, he spoke with a rep, said that's not true at all. And then, what's his name? Andrew Syrian or whatever said that basically like backing Sean up, right? Not Dave. And then Dave had to go back and fix it. It's like, how the fuck do you debunk your report, man? Like, come on. You're the same dude who said Backlash was going to be in Tokyo Dome because you saw a fucking AI photo.
And the thing is, too, Dave, the stuff with Brody King and the ice stuff and whatever, this man talks to Tony Khan on a daily basis, probably texting him back and forth or whatever. You could have just asked him, hey, what happened with what's the Brody King thing? Why isn't he on Dynamite? You could have. And he's this journalist with all this integrity, and he puts out this bullshit thing like, "Oh, it was Warner Brothers Discovery pulled the Brody King."
Yep.
And then Sean Ross Sapp at Fightful said, "That's a load of crap." That's like, I hate this man so much.
I will say about Fightful though, if they do mess up, at least they will apologize.
No, you're absolutely right. And whereas Uncle Dave, he cannot be wrong, and he will never apologize, and he never makes mistakes.
He'll spin it back into a way that he still looks right.
He gaslights, and he says, "No, the audience misinterpreted what I said. I never said that WB pulled him." It's like, fuck off. Yes, you did.
I love when you call him out. It's so fucking fun. But everybody else does. But by the way, AEW won half of their awards. By the way,
well, they always do. And all the terrible awards go to WWE. It's just how it's been for the last, like, I don't know, since AEW has come around.
Yeah, or like, oh, Royce Keys, he's actually 41 or whatever. Like, who cares about the man's age?
Right?
Like,
who cares about his fucking age?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how old he is.
As long as he's performing well in the ring, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Dave needs to fucking go. I'm just gonna be honest.
Here's my take, and this isn't an argument. This is my thoughts. If Homeboy Dave Meltzer here. Even if, because my thought for a long time was like, all right, maybe somebody's purposely feeding him bad information, which there is still a possibility. However, if somebody had fed us bad information and we found out, I think we would still, I would hope, that'd be my call, so we would have the integrity to go, hey, we were fed this, we apologize, this was incorrect.
There was another article he did for a year. This was a year or two ago. So there's a promotion called Dragon Gate. He said he was getting his information from a source there. He got fucking hoaxed. It wasn't even real. For a year. How? A year. A year. And he finally realized, oh, I got hoaxed.
People pay $15.90 or $14.99 a month to listen to this man.
I follow Russell Pierce for the reward.
To listen to his stuttering and mumbling and interrupting Brian Alvarez and his phone that he can't put on silent with his shitty microphone.
Papers all over his office. Sing on the couch.
John, how do you really feel? I'm not really getting the...
Oh my god, this is
John hates all the wrestling talking heads, all of them.
Well, yeah, some more than others.
John could probably do a whole episode. Let's just be honest, guys.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
John's Vince Russo is David Meltzer. I'm gonna live long enough to piss on that man's grave.
Yeah, that's a good one to put it.
Now that's a tag match waiting to happen. Jim Cornette and John against Dave Meltzer and Vince Russo.
Versus Uncle Dave.
I mean, WWE 2K26 is coming out soon.
Ooh,
I don't
should do that.
I'll look for the Dave Meltzer create a wrestler.
I gotta see. By the way, Scott, which one are you getting for 2K26?
I mean, I buy like maybe 2-3 games a year, so I always go the full thing for it. I'll make the time to grind it out because they've changed how their DLCs work now and stuff like that. So I'm also thinking of possibly doing some type of review for it. So probably have some more content stuff. And then if time allows, I might do like my GM mode and put it on for some streaming stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Is there a chance that Bedlam Media might make an appearance in this game?
Maybe. I mean, I still have my list of people that I like to create because when I do this, I go kind of nuts. I mean, I know they've just expanded their create a wrestler or create a superstar, or whatever the hell they want to call it. They moved it up from 100 to 200 slots, so people are going to go insane. It's going to be insane. This is also the first time that the game now focuses solely on the newest consoles. So they've completely ditched like PlayStation 4 and the older versions of Xbox. So you have to have the newer version to be able to get it. And from what I've seen of some of the stuff that's already come out, it already looks much better than how last year's looked. So they've been able to lean into the new technology. So, well, as in like 7 years old, but still.
So they do a showcase for each wrestler. Like this year, 2K26 is Punk. 25. Mm-hmm. Who was this go? Was it the Bloodline? Was that last year?
It was Bloodline, yeah.
So last year you had to wait for the whole showcase to get it, unless you buy like the deluxe or whatever. But I guess
even still, you needed to play through to unlock those people.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But
there was no like supercharger for that. You can get it for everything else, but not for that.
That makes sense. Thank you.
I don't even remember the last WWE game I played. I might have to try. This one looks good. I like all the throwback stuff and everything looks cool.
But
I might have to try this.
That 2K is Punk, but if you don't want to play the whole showcase, like if you want to lock everything, you can do a gauntlet match with your AJ Lee or Punk.
And you have to wrestle 20 people, everybody that's kind of like in the showcase, and then if you win, you unlock the entire showcase without having to play it.
Punk's Ring of Honor themes in that game, by the way, this year.
Yes. Yep. Punk's ROH theme. There's a whole bunch of stuff. They continue to pump out new information leading up to it because the game comes out on the 13th, but if you buy one of the higher level ones, the game you can play starting on the 6th. So
When does it drop again?
The 13th for the standard edition, and then if you buy any of the higher ones, it comes out on the 6th. There's 4 editions to this game this year. So
ATR, the King of Kings, the regular. What's the fourth one? Is it the
Monday Night
NWO?
Wars.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
5. I feel
Yep.
like they're gonna get more. Next year there's gonna be 5 fucking sets, and there's gonna
Probably. I mean, it's I kind of like the way they do it, because now it's kind of like the battle pass mode. So the more you play it, just about every mode in the game will give you some type of XP or whatnot. So you'll be able to level up. And if you buy some of the higher tiers, you get their premium side. So then you get more stuff, including more wrestlers. So they're saying that there's going to be over 400 wrestlers in this game. So that's by far the most they've ever had. So that's, for me, is a selling point. I love to have a wide range of people, because I normally dive into a universe mode. I create my own stuff and just kind of run with it. This is now going to force me to play other things within the game, so I can unlock everything first and continue to go. There's going to be 6 different seasons, which would traditionally be the DLC releases, but you're going to grind every single season. But you don't have to worry about losing any of your previous stuff, because even if you're, say, like on the 4th season, if you're still working through the first season, you can just activate that one and continue and finish it, then move right to the second one and keep going. So it gives it, you don't have to worry about any FOMO or anything. You can just play at your speed and unlock as you go.
the showcase are fun. The Punk one, I'm really, especially the what if portions, because I guess there's one where it's Eddie Guerrero and
Mhm.
Stone Cold. So, I got some trademark news for you for WWE. Do you want to hear them?
Oh, yes.
So the 2 names they had are Dorian Fan Docs and Tristan Angels. Someone said David Finley's coming to WWE as Tristan Angels.
I mean, there's rumors that Finley's supposed to show up. Obviously, Evil. We've been joking about that for a while, and there was another name that I saw.
Hiromu. Hiromu Takahashi was rumored, but he might stay in Japan.
Yeah,
that one don't. But Dave Bell was rumored, and Evil was rumored, because that's been on.
Was your source Dave Meltzer?
Oh yeah, totally. Fuck Dave Meltzer.
So what I was saying earlier, just before we wrap up. So Scott here, ever since we've been friends, every time he's gotten the game, he's made the Bedlam team. It's been him and I, and then he'd have some other friends. So not to be weird, it's not like a serial killer thing where he's like, oh, I'm just gonna make all of you guys, you know. And don't worry, Scott, it's just easy because you only have to make 3 of us. Ethan's already in the game.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
The underdog from the underground. It will make another appearance.
Scott's just gonna put me in, get my ass kicked because I'm kicking ass in the ATR for
How does Ethan only have a 34 overall? I don't know.
Let's give him a Team Canada jersey or something. Give his stat a 1.
I mean, the last couple of years,
brother, wait too soon.
I was going with TNA. I wasn't even thinking of hockey. That's great, Sam. Thank you. Oh man, but I do like to. The last couple of years, I've been integrating TNA into the mix, obviously with their deal they have with NXT. So yeah, Team Canada might actually work pretty well for Ethan. He can bring it back.
Yeah, Robert Roode, Sami Zayn. But I'm pretty excited for 2K26. Honestly, the best one probably since 14.
I might actually invest in this game. I haven't played a wrestling game in a long time that wasn't Raw 2. Yeah, that's awesome.
Raw 2, yeah.
Oh my god, I think like SmackDown. The one I played the most was SmackDown versus Raw 2006. Was the one I played.
That was pretty good too. That was, I think, the first year they introduced ECW. Or was that? It's 07.
07, yeah.
Okay.
No, 06, because they did the ECW arena in 06.
Was it? Well, I don't know. I don't remember. 07 was the one where I know it was like smack dab on the cover, like featuring ECW.
ECW, yeah.
I don't think it was on 06.
I think 06 might have had the best iteration of GM mode before the newer ones that had come out.
Because I know 07 had and then so did 08. Hold on. They had the ECW arena in 06, though.
Maybe it was one of those late edition ads, but they didn't have enough time to. I don't remember.
I don't know. Maybe it
I
was
mean, I
in
played it.
07.
I played it in 06, but I don't remember.
A lot.
No, maybe it was. I'm sorry. It was 08 that had the featuring ECW
Oh, okay,
on the
okay.
front. It was 08. Yeah.
But I used to play honestly all the PS2 games. Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth, Just Bring It.
Yeah.
Those.
I still love SmackDown 2. That was always my favorite of the original SmackDown games. I liked Here Comes the Pain, which was I think the fourth one, but I don't know. The second one, the never ending season mode was always my favorite thing.
I
Just
hope.
Bring It was really good.
Do they announce the soundtrack ahead of time?
They do, but they haven't announced it yet. I'm
Okay.
assuming that's going to be coming probably within the next week or so. But
Probably closer to
The
Yeah.
soundtracks for the older games are.
oh my god, they're
really good.
phenomenal. Yes.
Yeah.
God, I remember
Good
what
stuff.
was it? Actually, it might have been 08. Or maybe I don't know, but they had one where there was like 4 Breaking Benjamin songs on the game. It was great. And you could back then you could use them as the entrances for your wrestlers. You can't do that now because some of them are actually locked into the game. Because what was it? Last year's game, Halliburton from was it Pacers. He had Many Men from 50 Cent, but it was locked just to him. Nobody else could use it. So
I know a lot of people are so pissed. Like, oh look, actual music. Fuck you, we can't use it.
pretty much.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Sam. I remember Dillinger Escape Plan was on SmackDown Raw 2006. I remember that was the first time I heard them.
Ooh.
Disturbed was on 09.
Yep.
When Scott was down here, just before we wrap up, when Scott was down here, we were talking about. That's where he came up. We were watching gameplay of SmackDown 2 because I never played it. So I went looking. I think I spent like the next 2 hours watching like them people ranking. Well, were you watching those with me too?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Yeah. Ranking the 2K games and the SmackDown versus Raw games. And I'm like, man, I am like 20 something years behind on wrestling games.
SmackDown vs. Raw series was good. I remember honestly, since the 2K ones, honestly, 13 was really good.
But the 13 was also still part of what was it?
Oh yes, you're right.
Was it Ukes that left first or
Ukes? Yeah.
So that one was still kind of used by Ukes. So that why I always like that one too.
14 is the best one for other 2K series.
Yeah. 19 was good too. Obviously, we all know what happened with 20.
15 sucked.
15 was 15, 16. They're all right. But of the newest ones, like since 20, I'd probably say either 24 or this year's were the best ones. But this one looks phenomenal. No pun intended with AJ Styles. But so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my hands on it early next month, and we'll see how it goes.
Did you say it's not for PS4?
It's only for the current gen now.
Son of a bitch.
They finally ditched the old gen, so now they're able to do a lot more stuff with it.
Well,
I mean, it's the unfortunate part of it, but eventually you have to drop the lower gen, or else it's gonna.
Ethan, you're looking at 28, 29 for the PS6, so chop, buddy.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
I'll probably have one quicker than GTA.
Oh, that's all. Speaking of GTA, as the day of recording is 9 months for now until GTA 6 drops. So we'll see. we kind of turned into a gaming channel for a second here. So Sam, wrap it up before we go eat more off the.
All right, guys. Let's all quickly do this like Pokemon rap style. All right, everyone. John, where can people find you at?
All right, you find me on X at John the Stat Man. Sam and I are also doing the Review Realm, where we're talking music over there. As every week, we got album reviews, shorts. That's where you find us.
Ethan.
You can find me on Twitter as an Ethan_Black 15/Ethan/Black ATR, and then you can follow me on Body Slam, done that Turnbuckle Times, any wrestling website, do results. Of course, on Here's Rise Sun, and my hockey website where I do keep up with the men's Olympics and DHL. So,
Scott.
You can find me pretty much everywhere. Scotty J Stream. I do all of the non-Japan wrestling stuff on X. Look forward to the 2K26 review and maybe some pack openings. I was hoping for a special surprise to arrive today, but it did not. So we'll have to wait until next week for that to show up, and it should be fun.
Guys, you find me as the SOB official. Like I said, next week, 7 o'clock Eastern time, we will be doing our monthly live stream. Do not miss it. We're on all streaming platforms. If you cannot find us, let us know. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Discord. I am done. We're out of time. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, do not forget to join the Bedlam.
Thanks, guys.